Hello and dearly welcome to the weekly EPP podcast for the Weekday game. Game mastered by Krikri. My name is Sword. I'm sorry for my nose and my a little bit different voice this time as I am a bit ill. This should not stop me from making the podcast available for you guys. We're playing without Ubor and we are playing with a worldwide seeding with no development limit and with Chinese custom nations still alive. I think everyone is still alive. Yeah, we have the Wall E1, we have Huawei Songgong, we have Utimate, Lost Friesland, Monkeyland, Agony, Ping Pong, Kirby, and such. I will go in depth with them later on. And overall, we have, don't let me lie, 35 players right now. As per usual, I will start in Japan with Usugi. Oh, I am already on Usugi, oopsie. They are played by Riffy, and I think he already killed the Hosokawa player. The Hosokawa player was Q-Man, if I'm correct on that one. Oh, no, not Sale. Sale switched to it. As you can see, Jamada has conquered it. Usugi right now is in a really good position. Miltech, it is on Miltech 5. So it can be Toki once the truce is over next year. And then they can probably take over the Shogunate from Ashikaga. Right now they're really strong. Probably going to unite Japan in the next 15 to 20 years. How much war scare is Jamana? 125, so 2 wars. Nothing too bad. Yeah, shown is 1 war. Let's take a look at advisors. He's running a mill focus, pretty standard. An okay-ish heir. Maybe go to ruler. Probably going to disinherit it, depending on the prestige. He took already some corruption. Prestige advisor overall. Ideas are 3, 4, 5. Pretty normal. This is pretty normal as well. And now we take a look at buildings. I don't think he has built anything at all. Maybe a marketplace somewhere. Let me check. No, he hasn't built anything anywhere. Overall, the nation is looking okay. I think he will unite it in second too. Power projection is really nice as well. So he can get the additional points. Right now he needs to look at getting the corruption down and maybe getting up to 1 step so he can get prosperity going. Pretty decent nation at the moment. So I'm going to talk about more than one Chinese nation. I'm sorry if I forget someone player wise because it's a bit hard for me to get an overview about every nation. Songgong is played by DJ Crack, if I'm correct. The nation already has a lot of power projection. Are kind of bad traits, could be way better. 355, so already kind of good here. Has no ideas, which is not that good. Like he has already pulled his build to force limit modifier. Out of 1 step. Like he needs to get some cash going, and right now he's in a war. The second monkey conquest of Gangsu. Yeah, like this is a gang up against Monkey Man. Fun fact: Monkey Man attacked. Yeah. Overall, I don't see any new building. Yeah, like he's building some ships here. Overall looking alright. Maybe he could give Beijing 2 burgers. Well, that won't be that good in the long run, in my eyes. So we're taking a look at Mao. I'm not going into depth with the idea sets because I think most of them are really good. I will only say something when I talk about potential. So he has Council Mao Zedong. I think it's a bit retarded that he was that young, but Yes, right. I think Mao has a lot of potential to go really, really strong early on. It's played by Azeltorn, and the idea set is really heavy on manpower and winning some battles. I really, really like the overall idea set. It's pretty good. On 2-step already. I hope it's by an event. Stability is really expensive for Republics. Tech wise, he is on 3-4-5, so the same as everyone else. He already conquered some stuff from Mongolia, which is pretty nice. And as you can see here, he got some nice conquerors here. As you may know, already got split into different religions. Most of them are either Shinto or Hindu. As Confucian in the base game is just straight up garbage. Air, as per usual, pretty okay. Nothing special. He should use his diplomats. He's also in a war. Here he's fighting a battle in Utamate. You should take a look at it. As you can see, the monkey army is literally wrecking apart the other armies. Monkey man strong, I would say. Lost Friesland is a vassal already. Oof. Yeah, so let's go to the next nation. Ping pong. Ping pong is a holy principality, but the ruler is really bad. Really bad luck. I really dislike the overall idea set. It's pretty artillery focused, but also core creation cost is something I really dislike anyways. Here with the gold mine here, he will grow pretty strong in the future. I think he is on a good track actually to become a strong nation. He conquered some stuff here, and if he takes down Grotesque and such, he can grow even stronger. He has this similar problems. Here, he's going to engage in a fight that he's 100% going to lose, maybe with a stack web as well. So Monkey Man is actually winning. Speaks a lot to the strength of Monkey Man that he is winning that insane war. Yeah, let's take a look at Agony. Agony is in a war against Monkey Man as well. As you can see, Agony has kept their Mr. Agony. Trade efficiency is really nice, but not that strong yet. 4-4-5 tech wise. Already some manpower. He has a morale advisor and recently lost the battle. His army is not that big, but I think he got attacked directly. Yeah. So he's the one war participant. As you can see, the ideas are pretty bad right now for straight up land warfare, but they're going to scale quite good into naval warfare. It is a pretty naval focused idea set. If you're watching, please mute me for a second. Thank you very much. It says it's rivaling England's by a fair margin, and it probably could go Pirate Republic. At least I would consider it. For me, it's a Pirate Republic build up. Hindu as well. Nothing really special. And then the dumb sword realizes that he is already a Pirate Republic. So yeah, I think this nation may be the strongest naval nation later on. Pretty strong built up here already with buccaneers and such. Let's take a look at the factions. There's the buccaneers in power, which giving merely Republican tradition +1. Overall, a pretty nice built up. Like, I think a lot of them are really strong. Like, the captains are really good if you're going into warfare. Overall, nation is looking quite alright. Like he conquered a lot of stuff here, which is pretty nice. So let's take a look at the nation called Monkey Land, played by Monkey Man. As a correction, Agony is played by Tuan. Monkey Land is played by Monkey Man, who would have imagined. Yeah, pretty good setup. Martyral Educator, pretty strong. His culture group is garbage, but he's going to change it probably. 5-4-5, and already two important ideas in 25% morale right now, which puts him to an astonishing 4.8, pretty strong. I think that may be the highest in the world right now. There he is, actually the highest in the world right now. Yeah, this war is probably only like, can Monkey Man win before he goes bankrupt? Right now his nation is looking pretty strong, but as far as I'm aware of, he's getting subbed, so I doubt that the host is the sub is going to play on the same level as Monkey Man, so I don't see them winning. And Last Resort was played by Steve, I think. Let me check. I know he's playing the Mamluks. He wanted to play Last Resort. Here it's his vassal. I'm not going to look into the vassal too much. Dutch culture. Yeah, I think the culture changes here are a bit stupid, but that's just my opinion. Let's take a look at Animal Club. Animal Club's played by Meow. Yeah, overall not a bad idea set. A lot of the... Yes, what does the fox say? Yeah, Millwise is already on tech 6. Government wise, he is a feudal nobility. Yeah, nothing really worth swapping to. Maybe plutocracy later on. He's probably going to win the battle. Like, his morale right now is at 3.7, so probably alright. Expand Animal Club is always a good thing, by the way. Yeah, I could see them actually winning the war, but situation overall is not that wholesome. Yeah, this one will be pretty big for him once he gets RAF. And then he's actually looking pretty good, I would say. Like, yeah, that's a big problem of having Bengal as border nation. But that's pretty much it. I hope I didn't forget about any nation in China. If I did, let me check. Utomate. I didn't check Utomate. Where's Utomate? Utomate is played by Mark the Dark. Utomate honestly being the best meme. I don't know why he went for the administrative skill. That's a pretty big misplay. No matter what. That's just straight up horrible. And you should always go mill. Even because this is a dev war. If he loses this war, he may get into big problems. As you can see here, he's bordering the strong nations, so I really don't know why he's joining that war. Pretty suboptimal play in my eyes. He's having a pretty big army. Shinto and 3.7 morale. They're here. Why the fuck is this on 74? That's a bit high in my eyes. I think he should go to one stab as well, and usual jazz when it comes to avoiding bankruptcy. Utomate looking kinda alright. The government is an oligarchy with I disagree with that pickup. I think political dynasties is the way better choice. But as usual, it's very Rasalius separatist because we all know Serenade is a hater. Just kidding. Yeah, I would say who's going to win China. I would say I don't know yet, but in my eyes, Song Gong and Monkey Land are looking pretty good overall. I can see a spread up, and Yasugi will own all of this anyway, so you may see some Japanese colonies over in mainland China, and I think this is going to be a really, really interesting China, because the player density on that area is pretty alright. So, Malacca is the next nation that we should take a look at. It's played by Credix. If I misspelled your name, I'm deeply sorry, and I'm not. Yeah, I don't really get why he's taking such a dump. Siak. Excuse me, I am a dumb fuck. yeah, I would say Rip Malacca. Like, this war for me is don't get me wrong, but it's pretty much over. Vigianiga right now should just totally annihilate Malacca, and it's exactly what is happening right now. He's at -3 step, probably bankrupt. Yeah, he's bankrupt. Yeah, like, I'm really sorry, but I don't know how Vigianiga was able to snipe this. That looks like a misplay, to me at least. Yeah, right, the fuck does he have 4 merchants? Oh, he has the plutocracy reform. And Shafi. Oh, is it the reform for Islam? Yes, it is. Yeah, the nation is pretty much that. We're most likely going to see a like an Indonesian Vijayanagar, pretty interesting. Probably we're going to see Bamanis, played by Jarvin, if I am correct on that one. Let me check the list. Yeah, it's played by Jarvin, so most likely we're going to see the Khan later on down the line. Pretty interesting pickup from VG. Yes, excuse me. Yes, Malacca is dead in my eyes. No, really need to take a look there for more. Yeah, Vigianigar took that war, is going to win it pretty easily. Stored up a lot of points, looking alright. Maybe can spawn the institution. I don't know, like, the further plans, but the nation is looking alright. It's played by Darfman, if I am correct. Pretty good player. I see him as the best player in India. So with this, he's going to a strong spot, and in my eyes, he's looking really scary because overall, Darfman is really good, and I think he can take over a lot of stuff because India's player density is really low. He can actually abuse it way better, and with Malacca out of the way, he's looking to be a threat to be reckoned with. Overall, pretty strong nation right now. Yeah, this one is a bit sad, but Alexa will just play Despacito and it's fine. Let's take a look at the maker of Claw Spirits, Jarvin. Barmanis is rich. Regency Council at the start of the game. Pretty unlucky. But Prince Ali, fabulously Ali Abbahamid, is coming into power soon. That's pretty good. Already put some missions here. I don't really know a lot about the missions of Bamanis because, to be honest, I really never played this nation overall because I just think it's overall a bad nation. Yeah, ideas wise, he's pretty good in the early war. Quality ideas pick up already really rich. Let me check if someone spawned Renaissance. And he spawned Renaissance in his capital state, Bidar. Pretty good choice. Nation is looking alright. He has nearly no aggressive expansion because of his Regency Council. And I think he will just make this up and conquer a lot of stuff here next session. So, this is most of India. I will take a small look at Sirhind, or Dal Delhi, played by Tall Sam. Here the nation is not looking that strong on the first view, already running expensive advisors, 223. I somewhat disagree with not building up a lot of stuff right now, but like that's just my style. I can be wrong on that as well. With a usual quality pickup, nation is already looking good. We'll probably form Punjab and be really fucking strong. I see a disaster here, but yeah. Peasants War ain't the worst. You can easily dodge it. Probably. Yeah, not using the merchants properly is a big oof. This one is pretty good. Like the Lodi one at the start is already really strong anyways. With that, he is really strong and looking in a good spot right now. He hasn't developed anything at all. He can still make a state. These are states that are nice to be developed later on, but right now they're straight garbage. So let's go to the next nation, the Timurids. The Timurids are played by Ustad Kogoro Mori. Overall, I'm a bit disappointed with the expansion. I expected way more. And I don't know why he wasn't a useless war here. Like, I don't know if he actually did something, because I didn't get a response from the players I asked. Yeah, what to say about this nation? This nation is not looking anything special. Like, I think he should have done way more better and way more. I'm really disappointed, actually. Like, he did almost nothing. This is nearly Great Britain level of England level of bad. Like, did he even swap primary culture? Yeah, this is a big misplay in my eyes as well, not swapping primary culture. I really disagree with that one. Then he picked up thriving arms, and like, dude, what are you going to do? And if I were you, I would actually start to rampage for Delhi. It's not like Delhi can actually beat you right now. It's like to Bengal. And don't get me wrong, but I don't think they will actually rival you. I don't know if Bengal is actually player controlled. I don't think so. If it's player controlled, I'm sorry. Like, the expansion is looking alright. Gonna be better, of course. But if I were the Timurids, I would just annihilate Delhi right now, or try to expand into Karakayonlu, Mushasha, Armadale. The last garbage pieces of art. Like, not having Sari right now, or taking down Armadale, or like this stupid hack box here from the AI, like the AI box, is just a big misplay. Or not even taking Hormuz. Like, dude, what are you doing? You should actually attack nations, because your nation starts one of the strongest nations in the game. Early on, I think that's just a big misplay. Loans, you should pay them back right now. I don't see any reason for not paying them back. Yes, you should maybe try to look for the Mughal Empire and keep Timurid ideas, as they are pretty strong, with 5% discipline as a finisher, if I am still remembering it correct. Yes, 10% morale of armies, tech cost, global trade, domestic trade power, additional shock. Like, of course, there are better idea sets in the game, but the Timurid idea set is still way better than a Mughal idea set for a multiplayer setup. Yeah, I would actually say you should do way more, and I think you can do that. Just believe in yourself and let the board be with you. So we are going away from the boring part of the game, just kidding, and going to the interesting part of the game. We are going to start with Muscovy. It's played by Variant. Muscovy cut off Sweden from expanding into Novgorod. Very nice. Overall, I don't know why this is happening. They expanded a bit into the Great Horde, probably trying to cut off Lithuania. Here, overall, I don't know why the Cossacks are that happy. Like, that looks a bit high. Well, I don't know. I've never played enough in the East for this. Yeah, once he integrates the rest here, like, he already got the gold mine. We'll eat the rest of Novgorod really soon. Don't know why he didn't take this one. Looks like a small mistake to me. I would have let, but I don't know if how it was war score rise. I would have maybe left Gala, but I cannot check the war score right now, and I don't know out of my head. Quality pickup seems alright tech wise. 5-3-5. Usually, I think he should follow up with economics or religious, like the usual jazz. I think Muscovy is looking alright, depending on how it's going with Poland. And Sweden is looking to have a good time. Overall, SC is no natural predator outside of Poland. Right now, that can actually harm him, like Sweden is having its own problems. Let's go to Sweden. Sweden is played by Lionheart, is bankrupt, or was bankrupt. Swedish Pretender Rebel, Cedric Gneas, 4-3-1. That's a big oof. But like, this is a civil war, so this is actually helping him. to be honest. Nation is not looking hot, but with the change, he's probably going to be alright. And then maybe expand into Norway. Looks like England got this stuff, and then I actually don't know what he should do. I think he should just try to get this and then try to expand somewhere, but it's really hard for him at the moment. I think he's in a really unlucky spot overall right now. Yes, next nation is Poland, played by Serenade. Has Lithuania as a personal union, allied to Hungary, played by Ducks. This is the usual jazz, as far as I'm aware of. Don't know if he's culture converting to Prussian, I don't think so. Going Orthodox, so I think he's not going it anyways. Nation looking alright, tech is completely alright, some nice points stored. Serenade, one of the better players, if not one of the top players. So I am hoping that the nation will be really fucking strong soon. Everything else is alright, like... Yeah, this Bessarabia goes to Hungary. I don't know why, I think it's given to the Cossacks, yes. Maybe to draw some... I don't understand this, to be honest. I think it's just because of the steps. Otherwise, the nation is looking alright. Pretty bad income, but that's just early game Poland. Land will be way better later on. Yeah, let's take a look at the nation played by Ducks, Hungary. Yeah, Hungary got totally annihilated. No use of diplomats on the Ottomans for building a spy network. Yeah, this looks pretty unlucky. He's going bankrupt. Oh yes, the nation is dead. This nation is not going to come back anytime soon. Yeah, like I don't know how this happened, but I just think this is a thing that should not happen like this. This is a bit oopsie. I don't know how it went. Like Erling is probably the top 3 player in the session this season, but this, like, I don't know how Mamluks and Hungary combined are losing this. This is actually bamboozling me. Like, I would say Mamluks easily beat Ottomans in a 1-on-1 matchup right now in the current patch, because you can just go vessel spam and just eat Ottomans alive with 140k troops. And I don't know how an Ottoman player will beat that. Like, this is just tech timing wise. They would even say without vessels it's kinda somewhat equal, but like this, no, this is just I think difference of player skill. Like, I think this was a 1-on-2 and even a 1-on-3 for most of the time. So I'm really bamboozled why this is happening. Here, Hungary is pretty much dead. Let's take a look at the nation played by Erling, the Ottomans. Nation is 100% going bankrupt, but it's like a death war, so it's pretty understandable. Oh, getting some nice cash right now. Yeah, Mamluks sieging here. Like, why the fuck are you wasting so much manpower on that fort? And if you would coordinate, you would know there is no one here. I think this is just a horrible misplay. 49. Like, he can do way more. Like, this is not really hurting him overall. And Mamluks are looking like they will just go boom soon. Like, Hungary is dead, and then Mamluks are the next. Like, this is all-in war. Their Ottomans looking alright. Pretty good tech-wise. 5.56. I don't think they picked up ideas yet. Yeah. He is not using the fort here. He made a fort in Philippe. And I think he made a fort in Üsküp. Pretty good overall. I think he's still Sunni. Yeah, he's still Sunni. I had no time for converting. Erling looking pretty strong. Like, really strong. And I think he's going to win the war pretty handily. So we're going to take a look at the nation played by Steve, the Mamluks. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how this is happening. Like, this is just, I think, a pretty big misplay. Like, I am somewhat bamboozled, like, how this nation is looking that bad. Like, this click already probably gives him some time to breathe, as he's making a totally different income again. He's wasting manpower here. How are his vessels looking? Well, without anything, like, he got some parts of his Kafia. But like the nation, the nation is just not looking good overall. I am pretty disappointed with it. So let's take a look at Habsburg Mania, played by Krikri. Honestly, best mod. He is going for a real life Habsburg, I hope with a little bit less incest. Allying everyone and their mother. Yeah, I think this is a bit too much. Like, he's getting Ravensburg right now. And this looks somewhat odd, but yeah, okay. Already got Switzerland as a vassal. Excuse me. Probably going to get some stuff off Venice again. Economy wise, pretty alright. Terror was already said and done. Yeah, nation is looking pretty good. Like, you could bump up us like intimacy a bit. Hello, I'm deeply sorry for the cut. My SSD went a bit too full, and I don't know why I'm still recording on it. But I'm going to continue. Nation looking alright. Prestige keep bumped up like intimacy a bit. Seems like he still gets voted, so that's alright. Maybe he should snipe something of Hungary later on, probably Nitra, but I think Bohemia is going to do that as well. So yeah, nothing special, but it's looking alright. He tried to save Castile, but he did nothing really useful in the war. Though, Florence, I think Florence played by Inquisitors, sorry if I'm wrong, beat Milan in a one-on-one war. Pretty good on ideas, getting a lot of trade right now, so the trade income is pretty good. He's getting a lot of trade money from them all, pretty good. Nation management, getting a lot of cash. Don't know why he does this. This is looking a bit odd. The nation is completely alright, pretty nice for the first session. I think he can just do a bit more, but in the long run I don't know why he's helping France, because even the AI would know that France would invade him long term. I don't see this holding up for long. Yes, Burgundy is going to play Bedani versus the former Castile player. I'm not going into it because he's just starting next session. Yes, time for the Beta Prussians, the Brandenburgians, played by King Pointer of Sussex. Over pretty standard expansion. Nothing really particularly interesting. Yeah, nation is looking alright, but that's it. So, time for Bohemia. I heard the last Saxony AI was playing better than Distinct again. So shoutouts to the Saxony AI. Said that Saxony AI lost. Think if Saxony AI would be placed in Japan, they would have killed Distinct, because Distinct prefers to die to AI at the moment. Right now he's eating up the Hri. Pretty standard chess, 5-4-5. I think he should be stopped in the near future, because right now he's getting pretty strong. Already made up Truces. Nation is looking very nice. Here, what's about the diplomatic situation right now? Good allies overall. Chep is not really developed. Big misplay in my eyes. Fix this Distinct. There's this bad nation management. Why the fuck do we even have a loan? Otherwise, nation is looking alright. Probably able to farm mill support in 2 years. Yeah, as per usual. Near his culture converting to Saxon. Yeah, in my eyes, is just pretty standard chess. Nothing out of the particular order. This will be a war of him later on. This was he picked up quality ideas like any sane man should do. That's not having a death war early on. Bohemia is looking pretty good, and I would say Bohemia is on its track to become the dominant Central European powerhouse, probably stronger than Austria. Just the idea set is pure garbage. So I think for me Prussia is a good ambition. So I finished this. Let's take a look at Morocco played by Akai. Somewhat. I like the Songhai. Songhai is now played by Arla Nova. Not going to take a big look, like he's just cleaning up AI. Morocco pretty good ruler now. Income is alright. I think he just bumped it up to 10. With this one war, he should get even stronger. Looking alright. Probably going to take this jazz as well. And from Andalusia, if it's Catalonia, France, a pretty standard nation overall. Tech-wise, it's alright. Portugal was played by Roga. Sure, here this receding because he thinks his nation is diplomatically that. If you do diplo like that and permanently call out the France player for breaking up promises, you shouldn't wonder why no one wants to ally you. Yeah, I'm not going into that. The nation would be dead by France, killed by France anyways. Nothing too relevant, to be honest. Let's take a look at France. France is played by Cookie and is coming out of the bankruptcy in 2 years. Built up a lot of stuff because he went into a bankruptcy spree. Already built up a lot of temples. Nation is looking really strong, like 19 plus income already. It's probably going to bank up a bit more. Strong army already. Tech wise it's alright. 4, 4, 5 could be a bit better, but for having a bankruptcy it's pretty nice. I don't even know why he's getting so much money from Florence. This does not make any sense at all. Like, this is just a misplay in my eyes, but that's it. France looking alright, probably going to work Burgundy, but I hear that they're going to have a deal on that. Overall, France looking like the strongest European nation right now, plays one on the Great Power list, probably played by the best player in the community as well. And I have high hopes for France to actually take over the game. Already conquered a lot of Iberia. Lamanca depleted as far as I'm aware of. We'll probably annex Aragon in the long run as well. Very nice, got all the claims. Like the England players are fucking retards for doing so, that should be banned. But that's it from my side. We finished the look with England. England players probably dumb fuck for taking admin focus. Like, this is a massive misplay. He should never have an ancestor, but I hear this from the Prestige that because he gave away the provinces, so it's his own fault because he's dumb. Yeah, this is alright. Cash wise is pretty bad. What he will probably discover the Americas because I used TI. This is looking alright. He conquered a lot of Scotland. He got Zealand, allied to these nations right now. Probably alright. We'll probably go into a conflict with Burgundy, but right now the nation is way too behind in tech. 3-4-3 is the worst tech in the game, so I think England is underwhelming a lot. Probably the second worst played nation at the moment. But I think he should fix his nation ASAP. Navy is like really strong, by far the strongest navy, but way too big. Like, why the fuck do you have so many ships? And where the fuck are these 4 ships coming from? I'm actually confused. Yeah, that's it from my side. Game is looking perfectly fine, and I'm really happy to see you again next week, probably with a fitter Spurt actually doing the commenting. And for next week we will have a guest in form of Cookie, and maybe Distinctive as well, some as well. See you next week, and thanks for watching.